Greetings, Galactic, Interstellar family. Hey, this is Gina. Nice to see you again. Happy new moon in Sagittarius. And there's a lot of things going on, and in this week of a lot of tragedies, I hope that I can help communicate some of the urgencies that are going on and some of the energies that we can really pull in this potent window. I just want to begin by telling you that you are right on time. You're in divine time. You're exactly where you need to be, and you are poised for success. Whatever success means to you, if you are doing something to reconfigure that idea of what success is. A lot of us are in a place of a juncture of reconfiguration based on our past, based on accumulative actions, and now standing here and saying, hey, oh my God, all of that out there is for me. For me to enjoy, for me to contribute my portion to the whole, right? To be part of that big soup of the future, of the us in the future, yeah? And some of us are wearing it so badly. We just want it, we can taste it, and we want to give it to other people. And it lends itself to looking like a fight for the light. I mean, do we really also want to fight for the light? No, what I'm seeing is that there's a little level of preachiness going on now. Like, I'm more spiritual than you. And this is what I'm talking about. This is also holding us back, you see. And there's been so much clearing and a lot of emotional processing, and you're doing awesome. It's just this idea now of, yeah, we want to help people, but let me give you an example. My girlfriend, who is just going through something very emotionally pressing, and I'm trying to help her, but I want to help her, and I'm not doing it in the right way, and it's triggering her. And she called me out. She said, you know what, Gina, let me have a chance to get so sick of myself that I provide the impetus for my own change. And you know, I sat back and I thought about that, and I said, yes, I want to be the example. I want to not have to rob someone of their experience of gaining emotional intelligence, you know. So the idea is to call each other out, that we can emotionally, intelligently expand and come from a place that's more humorous, you know, a reflection rather than just being a parrot. It doesn't sound like anything. It sounds like someone shouting in a tunnel, you know. It just echoes. It doesn't ring. It doesn't have this anchoring vibration of having gone through it. And Sag represents that wisdom. It represents the keeper of different traditions, and yet it's not attached to any of them because it understands that there are many paths to the same destination. So let people be on their path and love them, and just be there for them. Most of us, we just want to be understood. I mean, do I know what I'm talking about half the time? No, because I'm wandering around in the unknown. And and that's a space where we can make mistakes. It is the artist space. It's the scientist space. It is the lover and appreciator of human nature, of the nature of the workings of the universe. Yeah, so galactically grateful. Galactically grateful. So it is a balance. It is a balance of mystery and material. Now we're getting used to the idea that healing is painful. It's a painful bliss. Yeah, that there's this inclination to parent and to coddle and to not let people fall. And the idea is to become more of the archetype of the lover. We've been scolding people, and that's really judgmental, and it brings up this really awesome wall that's formidable and impenetrable. So the idea is to become softer. And when I say softer, I mean more willing to show your love in an unconditional way. Being able to be direct, compassionate, and being able to discern story from facts. There's a lot of numbing that's been going on, and the way through that numbing is to be softer, is to be the lover, the archetype of the lover. And I'm not talking about the Don Juan. I'm talking about the Rumi, the person that's always looking for the beloved in the other, the person that is not afraid to open their heart to love and get it smashed and rebuild it again because they can love more the next time. And the idea that the juice, right, that you're searching for this juice, this nectar. In Sanskrit, they call it the bindu, right? It's this nectar of the divine. That healing is bliss, but we have to go through this very painful point. So, what my greatest fear is right now is the idea of the people that are so attracted to the ugly that they don't even participate in it. They just observe it as if it was just a fascination or a nothing, or however it's perceived. And the question that comes to me is, what does death mean to people who are in a deep, deep fear of living? It looks like what's happening today, this week. It looks like the ugliest parts of all of us are surfacing as an outer reflection, as a macrocosm of what is going on with us. And I'm thinking to myself, where is the bottom? I don't know. I hope this is it. I hope is a word I don't really like to use, but Sagittarius is very optimistic, see? And it's more than being positive. Optimistic is it's a state of being. It's knowing that things are going to turn out okay. So you're saying, Sagittarius, they're sarcastic and bossy, and they don't even really get a full picture before making a decision, and then they turn around and call it good judgment or good judge of character. And in Sagittarius's view is that we've lived so long that we know everybody. Doesn't matter. We've already seen you before, and if you think about that, that means we're all family. That means we all know each other, and that means that we have chosen each other. So if everyone that's in your family is driving you crazy and they are a reflection of you, that means that you are allowed to drive yourself crazy. Get to that point where you do. You drive yourself to the point of, and then we see you and we want to shake you so you can explode, right? That we want you to be yourself. We are begging you to be yourself. And what does that look like for you this year? So set up your 2013 for... Give it a theme, Give it one word. This year, my word for 2012 has been simple, and it has really stuck with me. And I haven't chosen 2013 yet, but I will, and I'm encouraging you to do that because that is something that has really stood by me all year. It's been a bit of stability in this year of fluctuation and movement. I want to say that the dance is getting more internal, that the music is getting more layered, and that the opportunity to spread your wings and get down and boogie. I'm talking about elbows and everything because it's getting warmer up in here. And The Sagittarius is interested in everything, even if they don't participate. But I'm asking for your participation, and I'm asking what your participation looks like and how you're going to contribute to this flipping, this reconfiguration of the energy that's coming through. That we should celebrate the place that we are in right now. Like in the city of Cusco. The city of Cusco celebrates something 364 days a year. So if you thought of yourself as celebratory and as an agent, as a messenger for your soul's message and how that's going to be delivered, and not really stuck on what it's going to look like, yeah, because it's in motion. And the main thing I can tell you, and I know a lot of you are practicing this already, is being grateful. And if there was a marker for being grateful and cultivating gratitude as an offering rather than praying, right? It was praying is asking for something. It is assuming that there's emptiness and that needs to be filled. So if you come from a place of offering, you're giving something you already have because there is enough. So practicing gratitude as an offering, maybe every time you look at the clock, maybe every time you are washing a dish that you think of something to be grateful for, every time you do laundry and you have to put clothes, every piece of clothing that you transfer, you make a gratitude. So there's ample space to be grateful, and you don't need an altar to do it. You can go and touch a tree every day and be grateful for something. You can go and put your hands on the ground and be grateful for something. That this celebratory and ceremonial type of vibration is what we are integrating now. It is the spirit in action that's not afraid of just being their best and not really caring what anyone thinks, because you are fully capable of living the greatest life that you've ever lived if you let yourself. So this is what I'm talking about, optimistic, that you don't have to look for validation from others. The validation is coming from you and your personal I am enough. That you go to your tribe for support and ideas and things like this. So you don't go to them for validation. You go to yourself. That sounds so good. So I would say more gratitude. I am also going to say, what does your life look like when it's being celebrated? And I also want to say, I lost my last note here. Anyway, it doesn't matter. The idea is that we are really strong and anchored and beautiful in ourselves, and we are more full, more whole, and more willing to give some of ourselves, because we are also more willing to receive. Being the archetype of the lover is this idea of unconditionality, to be the grandmother, to be the grandfather for each other, to be that chair, to be that knee to sit on, and the shoulder. You know, all of those things, this beautiful archetype of being in awe of the value of our lives and the value of the delivery of your purpose. Yeah, I think that's enough now. Sagittarius rules the house, my friends. I am so fortunate to be in this sign, and I want to wish all my fellow Saggies happy birthday. And yeah, more beauty to come. Big, juicy love coming your way. Always. Love you.